Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to talk a little bit about refinishing quarter windows on the Foxbody Mustang. Usually one of the most savaged parts of the trim on one of these cars is the quarter window trim. When that quarter window trim is exposed to the sunlight and the air over 30 years, it gets pitted, it gets crumbly, it gets nasty looking, and if you're going to get the car to look good, you've got to address it. Now there's really two ways to do it. You can replace the quarter windows with new repro windows. Those windows have good moldings, although I have seen situations where the repro molding rippled a little bit. It wasn't quite the way it should be. But the biggest problem with the repro windows is they don't have the Mustang script in the glass. So the car always looks a little bit off when it doesn't have that. Now there's some eBay kind of stickers you can buy to put them on the outside, looks closer, but it's still an outside sticker. So if there's a way to get factory quarter windows to work on the car, it's going to look more authentic and it's going to be better. Last year I had a customer in here who redid the quarter windows on his, and he kind of encouraged me to proceed with it, even if you're not a body man. So I've talked to some body guys that I know about how to do it, and I've acquired a second set of quarter windows that would fit this car, which by the way has really terrible quarter windows, especially on the passenger side. Now the loose set that I got, the driver's side one looks good. I think it can just go straight in. And the passenger side one looks restorable. It's kind of crumbly, but I think it's something that can be refinished. So today we're going to take a crack at that one and see how we do. So this is the passenger side window that I have that's loose that I'm starting with. Let's get a closer look at it here. It looks rough here, but I think that's restorable. It feels crumbly. That's not very nice. And if you follow around, this whole part here all feels rough and crumbly. But it doesn't look as damaged as the window that's in the car. It's got some external stuff on it here, and I can tell you it has the remnants of a little bit of tint on there. So the first thing I'm going to try and do is get this tint off. I've put the window on a nice piece of cardboard to protect it, and I'm going to start out by cleaning it up with some good glass cleaner. Okay, that looks way better. The glass looks fine, and we still got this tint we got to deal with. I'm going to try a heat gun and a razor blade on this remnants of this tint. It is a little hot on my fingers. I'm going to try this on the lower heat setting. So that peeled off just fine. So the next thing we want to do is mask the quarter window molding off. I'm going to use 3M tape for this. And the point of this is to protect the glass. Okay, and I'm going to trim these edges with the Olfa knife. Okay, and let's add some width here. There is a little line around here, which honestly I don't know if I'm going to be able to preserve. Now rather than go to an air palm sander right away, I'm going to start just tentatively with this Durablock with 180 on it. So I've really just taken a quick 180 stroke. That feels very rough. This feels much smoother. I think I probably want to go a little more aggressively than this, but this is not a bad start. Okay guys, I sanded this whole thing with 100 grit, just with a hand Durablock. And I've got it so that that pebbly feel that we all know so well is gone. You can still see lots of imperfections on here, but that's okay. We're going to move on to cleaning this up and getting it ready to use a special plastic skim coat, which is this Fusor 114 LG skim coat. That's made for plastic bumpers and stuff. My go-to body guy says this is the stuff for something like this that's flexible, because this skim coat will be flexible. It's insanely expensive, but we're gonna put it on here and give it a try. So our next step is, after having sanded it down here, is I'm going to use like a water wash with like Sunlight dish detergent, just to try and get any grease and whatnot, like from my greasy fingers, off of here, get that good and clean. We'll get it nice and dry. Then we'll start applying the skim coat. Once that has cured, we'll sand it down probably to about 400 grit, and then we'll prime and paint it. Okay, I think we're finally ready to try this Fusor 114 LG filler. This stuff says it doesn't need an application tool, but actually it does. It's like an epoxy, so there's two plungers you got to be able to push. And even though it came with mixing tips, which I'm sure are handy, it did not come with the plastic application tool. So I have made a kind of scabby looking tool out of pipe, and I think it should be able to press those plungers in together. So hopefully we're going to be able to apply this stuff. First time with this stuff, wish me luck. Couple disposable gloves. This stuff says skin irritation, I won't be able to have a baby, etc. I want to start with this piece here. We'll see how we do. Here goes nothing with this super expensive stuff. So you're only supposed to have 3 to 5 minutes to work this. So let's not monkey around. I'm going to try taking this mixing tip off. Let's mix these together. Wow, this stuff hardens fast. You better work fast with this stuff, I think. It isn't even particularly warm in the shop here today. All right, it looks like a god-awful mess. And I have used about half of this tube. Well, this has been 45 minutes or so. We're going to get out the dual action with 180 on it. That stuff still looks flexible. So I guess we'll keep going. I'm sure we got quite a bit of work to do. Well, if you're like me and you don't really like body work, this is kind of a torturous job. But as you can see, I've been working on this. I've gone over it with the dual action orbital air sander with 180 grit, just like the Fusor guys say. And I spent like an hour and a half or so on it with that. And you know, it feels pretty good. So we're going to blow this off, get a closer look. The instructions for Fusor say to feather edge it with 220 and then 320, but really they're anticipating that you're doing a spot fix like on a bumper, where on this case, the entire part is covered in this Fusor 114. So I'm going to get it blown off and get a closer look at it, and then probably we'll touch it up a little bit by hand with like 320. And then I think I'm going to have to do a little work on the inside edges here where it slopped over a little bit. I'm probably going to have to cut that with the Olfa knife, and I did use cuts on the outside edge with the Olfa knife here. We'll try and get that inside cleaned up a little bit, and then at some point, presumably, this is ready to start painting. There's places like here where the stuff spilled over onto the taped portion. Oh, I'm pretty sure what I'm going to have to do is run a knife along here and trim that edge, and then maybe feather it gently with sandpaper by hand. I'm probably going to take a block like this or like this and just try to cut this straight through here, and then try to give it a little feather in on those edges, probably all the way around. So after an afternoon of work, I got a part here which looks like it should be ready to paint. You can see it's nice and smooth. It feels smooth to the touch, like we want it to. A little bite out of it up here that's been filled in. It still feels flexible, and I think it looks pretty good. So I'm going to give this a wipe down with an isopropyl alcohol. Then I'm going to spray an adhesion promoter on it. This Duplicolor stuff here. I guess we'll take our chances that this SEM trim black is actually flexible enough for this. So I'm going to shoot the black on it with SEM trim black. And this adhesion promoter says paint within 10 minutes. Now I should point out, I taped the inside glass as well. None of this is going to matter if we get a little overspray on it. We'll take our little bottle of isopropyl alcohol. I've actually wiped this once already. All right. Okay, there's the adhesion promoter on. Doesn't take very much of that. All right, that's 2 minutes on that stuff. So I just shot the last of 3 coats of SEM trim black on here. Just from where I sit, it looks pretty good. Don't see a lot of flaws coming out, so that's good. We're gonna just leave this sit for a few days here. I gotta be out of the shop for a few days. We'll just leave it sit, cures in to full hardness in 48 hours. We come back, we'll peel it off, and we'll see what we got. I've been so busy, I did the refinishing work on this quarter window a couple weeks ago, and I've never unmasked it. Looks pretty good on the edges here. Let's pull the tape off and see how we did. Well, I don't think it's perfect, but it looks pretty good. We got a pretty good job on this. Hey, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, hit that notification bell so that you won't miss out on future videos.